Akhenaten was, without a doubt, one of the most enigmatic and mysterious pharaohs to rule over the lands of ancient Egypt. He was one of the most controversial and influential pharaohs of Egypt and is considered by many as one of the world's most revolutionary religious innovators. He ruled over the land of the pharaohs in the 18th dynasty, and he was the father of Tutankhamun and husband to Queen Nefertiti. Akhenaten is especially noted for abandoning traditional Egyptian polytheism and introducing worship centered on the Aten. The Aten, or commonly referred to as the sun disk, is referred to, in ancient texts, as a deity in the story of Senu from the 12th dynasty, in which the deceased king is described as rising as a god to the heavens. By analogy, the term silver Aten was sometimes used to refer to the moon. The solar Aten was extensively worshipped as a god in the reign of Amenhotep III, when it was depicted as a falcon-headed man much like Ra. "There is only one God, my father. I can approach him by day, by night." Akhenaten. Akhenaten could have been the first monotheist in all of history, a precursor to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob and Muhammad as prophets who worshipped one God. According to Egyptian mythology, he descended from the gods who arrived on earth at the time of Zep, Tepi, and until today, people still believe that this pharaoh did come from the stars. The Zep Tepi is now considered by some researchers as a historical fact. According to the pyramid texts, there was a period that emerged from the primordial chaos and the way gods ruled the earth. According to several researchers, among them Armando May, Zep Tepi is a historical period that can be traced back to a specific date, 36,420 BC. According to writings by Akhenaten and poems that were written about him later on, he was visited by beings that descended from the sky, who told Akhenaten what he needed to do. And perhaps this is why he removed all other symbols of other gods from Egypt and implemented most of the changes he went on to do. An early inscription likens him to the sun as compared to the stars. Akhenaten, upon becoming pharaoh, ordered all the iconography of previous gods to be removed. He only allowed one emblem, which was a sun emblem, literally a sun disk with curious arms or rays pointing down. Akhenaten claimed to be a direct descendant of Aten, and like any other pharaoh, Akhenaten regarded himself to be divine. He was a god, but not only did he believe himself to be a god, the whole nation saw him as a god and worshipped him like one. During his time as pharaoh, Akhenaten made numerous changes, but he also ordered the construction of a new capital city which he called Amarna, and he dedicated it to the sun. Interestingly, it is worth mentioning that the idea of Akhenaten as the pioneer of a monotheistic religion, that later became Judaism, has been considered by various scholars. But the story behind Akhenaten is far more profound than what we could ever imagine. Akhenaten stood out among all the pharaohs, as we see, not only for his unique reign, but also for his clear connection with something outside of our world, a possible alien origin that would not be unique to Egypt.